Hi people, today is my birthday bash bonanza. So happy birthday to me. Yeah, we're gonna be doing something that I want to do and actually was recommended to me by my sister. So we're gonna be doing some React Andy content. Yes, we're gonna be reacting to Jubilee. I've been watching a lot of Hassan, and Hassan react. I love when he reacts like cut videos or Jubilee videos. So we're gonna be doing Do All Black People Think the Same? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm trying out today a little bit of if you do makeup, you may know this, but like the Vaseline eye trick thing. I think the color is too dark. I was trying to match my sweater, so I was trying to do a blue, but the blue wasn't really coming through as blue. So I think I would definitely do it in a lighter color next time, but just trying it out. Before we do though, subscribe. It costs you nothing. Just do it. Right now at this very moment. Instagram, TikTok, website, all those things in the description. Click the links. Yes. Okay.
All black people aren't going to be the same.
Cool, and I agree with you. And that's why I'm in the disagree column. I don't need that kind of foolishness around the children.
All right, let's fight. What's up?
What is happening? Oh no, not this question.
3, 2, 1.
Run over here.
He said I'll run over here.
I thoroughly enjoy fried chicken. I love it. You know, I understand the stereotypes about it and all that kind of stuff, but
who cares?
I just don't really like fried food. I'm not really a fan of chicken. I've never ate it, so.
You've never had fried chicken?
I have had it. I don't enjoy it. I don't really eat fried foods. I try to eat pretty healthy, so.
There is nothing wrong with white people wearing dreads. 3.
See, I'm already cringing at that. I just think that if you wear dreads, it's important that you know where it comes from. I've already, you know, in A&I Woman, I talked about people doing distinctly black hairstyles and all of that. So it's a little iffy for me. But let's see what they say.
I feel like I'm always on the wrong side of the room. I'm with you. Would you guys be offended if I had dreads, since I'm biracial, since I'm half black and half white? So where is the line? Like if someone's a quarter black?
I'm not gonna sit there and come to your face and be like, you're not 100% black, therefore you can't. Like, that's not my place. However, if you are a white person and you have dreads in your hair, it's like, what does that mean to you? And you're not even wearing them right. Like, you don't even wash them.
I just don't see how a race can own a hairstyle. To be honest, like, hair is hair. There's all kinds of hairstyles.
Ooh, sir, no. I'm gonna stop you right there. But I just don't feel like white people can properly appreciate the roots of where these black hairstyles come from is the issue. Is they don't know the roots of braids, of dreads, of these things that we've worn in our hair for hundreds of years. They don't know how they've affected our history. They don't know how they've affected our culture. And so I think it's okay that we gatekeep them. I really do. Because all they ever do is, let's see what they think.
I still don't think that like a single race group can say, this one hairstyle, nobody else can do it but me.
No, it also isn't meant for their hair. Like, braids and these high tension hairstyles are not meant for their hair. It looks bad. your scalp, your hair is about to fall out because it's just not made to do that. Like there's multiple things that are wrong with it on multiple levels, which once again I go over in Ain't I a Woman. So go ahead and watch it.
Kanye West is invited to the cookout.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
I think Kanye West has some growing to do. He has some growing to do.
This cookout needs to just die. Like,
I really don't think he's
Oh no, oh
How
no.
do you black people?
every creative idea.
cookout needs to just die. Like, no more cookouts. Nah, bruh, just go home. Like, there ain't no cookout.
That all
fair.
black people have to be the same and think the same and act the same. I don't think he's fully understood. People like Kanye are creatives, and he uses like creative speech. And some people just take him at face value, or like kind of like the literal sense of what he's saying. And if you did that, every creative could be taken the wrong way.
I disagree with that, Deep. Like, I don't think that he's so creative and that his words are being misinterpreted. Like, he's making very specific phrases.
He is.
Like,
He
black
knows what
people
he's
chose
saying.
to be slaves. That's completely untrue, and in my opinion, that's just unacceptable.
But I think that's people misunderstanding what he's saying.
What is he
I don't
saying?
think- I
How
really
would
don't
you
What is he
think
saying?
interpret that, though?
Yeah,
How do you interpret
What do you
that?
think?
No, I think what he's saying is there's a mindset where you know where like
Here, so okay, like he was trying to say it in the term of like, you know, it was a choice for you to stay there when you knew that you could have done whatever else to get out, and maybe you would have ended up dead, but it would have been better than being a slave. So I don't. It's not like I'm. Whoa.
This is not you talking to Kanye. This negates the millions of people who did.
Don't you believe that today there are people whose mindset they're corporate slaves, or they're people?
But you gotta
who
be
are-
careful with the language you use. Kanye's an artist, he's a lyricist. So you can't say stuff like that because
he's using
some people
metaphors.
haven't learned their history.
He's using
yet. And some people
metaphors.
don't know that it was millions and millions and millions of blacks who fought oppression, who fought slavery.
Yeah, Igbo
But you're right
landing.
in that he needs to be more conscious of his word choice, because there's not everybody who's going to understand that.
And that's why I say
yeah.
somebody as smart as Kanye, I think he's doing this for shock value and for money. And if he's doing that, he's setting people back. And that's why I can't rock with him on that.
Yeah.
What scares me is the second somebody speak in PC or not, or they're able to articulate what they're trying to say well or not, that they're excluded from cookouts and from a culture and from your identity. And I think that's scary, because I'll tell you right now, the more we treat people who are different and isolate ourselves even, I think the worse it is for us long term. And
I mean,
to be
I
honest,
see
it's
that.
gonna drive more and more people to have closeted feelings and emotions. And this goes back to people saying like, would you rather have a racist next to you that's hiding it, or would you rather have a racist next to you that's letting you know how they feel and you know where they're coming from?
Cool, and I agree with you. And that's why I'm in the disagree column. He could come eventually once we have some conversations. But right now, I don't need that kind of foolishness around the children.
Yeah. I mean, I see what he's saying, that it's unfair to be like, he's not a part of the culture anymore. He's excluded from the culture, which I've always been really iffy about, like that. The whole thing, like, I took your black card. It's like, no, like you don't have the power to decide who's black and who's a part of black culture. That's, you know, black, of course. Like, that's kind of messed up. But the things that Kanye has said are very harmful towards black people. And to say, oh, he's using metaphors. He knows what he's saying. He's a lyricist. Like he said, he's a lyricist. He thinks about his words to create songs and to create a meaning. So he knows what he's doing whenever he says stuff. So no, there's no.
Target black men and women.
What's up? What is this? You should all be going to the side. I don't want to see anyone on.
I strongly agree. It was created to monitor the minority in the group. Back in the day, it was the Irish, it was Italians, and so it's ingrained into the system.
Oh, the
Policing.
police.
And that's the problem. I think
Exactly. The police for hundreds of years is to monitor people of color.
I see it as like there's a little bit of a socio-economic piece to it. It's like kind of saying the SEC mostly prosecutes white people. Through like years of institutional racism, you know, where there's poverty and there's communities that are kind of like have created this like perfect storm of issues, like whether it's legal issues, people robbing each other, selling drugs or whatnot. You know, the idea is if you police that neighborhood more, you're gonna have more of them arrested.
Can I ask you, Deep? Can I ask you, like, do you feel like there are equal amount of arrests happening on Wall Street than there are happening in the hood?
Like the white collar like crimes are I do think they're less like monitored and less, you know, but when they commit crimes.
That's very true. You got to look at the prison industrial complex here too in the U.S. That's huge business. So, and if you look at a group of citizens that have been perceived as no value having to society or whatever, okay, boom, we're gonna push them, we're gonna pipeline them into that system.
Yeah, and I also think that
Yes. And on that note, Hassan went over this in one of his videos I was watching. In the 13th Amendment, it literally says that slavery is still illegal. And 13th is a documentary, I believe, on Netflix by the great director. What is her name? Ava DuVernay. She made that documentary about the 13th Amendment and how literally that is the new modern form of slavery is prison system. And people don't even know that literally slavery is still illegal as long as it is for punishment. So they're literally in the Constitution saying that is the new form of slavery. So I'm just saying.
you know, the qualifications to become a police officer are so low, and it's like my life is literally in your hands, man. Like if I get pulled over, maybe that will be the day that I go home to be with the Lord. And I think that that's really tough for me because you don't want to be distrustful of the police, but they're so incredibly distrustful of us that it's like you could literally kill me.
My father worked in law enforcement, and he's a black man. So there are some law enforcement officers that don't feel that way. However, I think a lot of it does have to do with fear and the fear of black people. So I think that if we kind of address that fear level and that we didn't portray black people, especially black men, as, you know, big, scary guys, that would change a lot of stuff.
I act differently around people who aren't black.
Then all of them.
You moonwalking? Which one? How you gonna moonwalk? Which one are you going?
I agree that I act differently around people that aren't black just because, like, corporate America.
You know, the people that are over that on the other side actually
doesn't want
makes
to hear me speaking in
sense.
slang, and I am not happy about it.
Because they don't
I wish
have
that
to
it was
code
different,
switch
but
because
I
they
feel like I need
already.
to do to fit into that group.
I strongly disagree. I am me wherever I go. I'm a proud black man, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak my truth every day of the week.
See, that makes
If you don't
sense.
like it, shit, it ain't on me, that's on you. And I feel like it's a disservice to anyone I'm around if I'm not being my authentic self. Because my white friends might want to hang out with me because I'm black. They want some flavor. So if I go in being something totally different, then
There's two
hey,
different things. There's two different things. One thing is, are you changing yourself or are you changing how you're communicating who you are? And I'm changing how I'm communicating who I am. I still
Exactly.
remain the same.
It's
Like, do you
code
have a
switching.
white
It's code
voice?
switching.
do I have a white voice? I know, Cole, I'm a black man, trust me. Every black person growing up in America can code switch.
Then you need to move a little bit.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The question was, do I act different when I'm in different surroundings? And no. But see, how would I ever be accepted if I'm always code switching? That means I'm always acquiescing to something else. You see what I'm saying? So in order to be accepted, you gotta bring you.
Do you guys, when you say code switch, do you mean you change the actual words you say, or do you mean you change the tone of your voice?
I change how I say it and I change what I say.
I think it depends,
I'll walk
yeah.
into a business meeting different than how I walk into the basketball court. So that's me changing to fit the scenario to benefit the end goal. And I don't view that as a negative. I view that as me focusing on what the end goal is.
But I feel like American society has made black people operate in that fashion.
Yes.
Because nobody asks white people to code switch.
Exactly.
They can be white in America, China, wherever. They accept it. We're around like Visa. But I'm the only one that has to go around and say, oh, hi, how you doing?
I am proud to be black. 3, 2, 1.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Hand clap for y'all. Yeah.
I'm glad that we all strongly agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that, you know, we can have these discussions and like still go home knowing that we're family, and I love being black. I love that blackness is expressed many different ways. It's not just one way.
I'm proud to be biracial. I'm proud of my immigrant half, proud of my black half. My ancestors bought their own freedom from slavery.
Yeah, I love being black. I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, yeah, it presents its challenges, but I couldn't fathom being something else. So I am very proud to be an African American.
Yes, yes. They have some really good ones. So if you want me to react to more, then leave in the comments, leave a like, all those things. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. And thank you for joining me for my birthday bonanza and a video that I, really want to make. So yeah, thank you for supporting me. I will see you. I always do Markiplier's outro. Okay, let me stop. I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.